Thank you.
And yet it happens, and it happens, it continues to happen. And that's what, so who is this made for? Who is this made for? Right. And we know, as we've heard, that here in Massachusetts, homelessness is growing faster than in any other state in the country. We know that when this eviction moratorium ends, tens of thousands of families are going to be sent onto the streets. And this is the affordable housing that we get. You know, I think earlier Mike did a good job of laying out why cruise construction is not a friend of the people, but it's not just a problem with cruise construction. It's the whole damn system. And we go to these meetings and we demand real affordable housing, and they try to tell us, oh, it's not realistic. But it's not because of lack of resources, because just last month, this city has a $414 million police budget that's going to be used to occupy communities, sit in Dudley Station all night with the lights on, right? Going to be used to sweep up our families, sweep up our community. Going to be used to push people up Nonia Cast and Mass Ave instead of just giving them housing. And by the way, Cruise Construction, they built the Boston Police Headquarters on Tremont, so let's keep them in mind too. And it's even worse if you look at the federal level. Trump is getting ready to sign a $740 billion military budget in the next couple weeks. And can y'all imagine, right? If instead of being used to drop bombs on people's homes overseas, we use that $740 billion to build homes for people here in Roxbury and across the country. So don't ever let them tell you it's a question of resources. The reason they say that affordable housing isn't realistic in our communities is because in this capitalist system, the number one most important thing is protecting the rights of the corporations, of the bankers, and of the landlords to make money off of our backs. To squeeze out every penny they can from the workplace to our homes, nowhere is sacred. And I don't want to be in this kind of system where that's how we have to live. And so that's why, personally, I'm a socialist, right? That's why I'm a member of the PSL. Because I know we've seen that when we get organized, when we take to the streets, when we confront power, when we stop looking at each other as allies in each other's individual struggles, but as comrades in the same struggle against the same system, that's when we can make things that they tell us are impossible, possible. So if we want to stop this assault on our murals, if we want to stop this assault on our neighborhoods, on our people, then we need to build these kinds of revolutionary organizations. We need to build these mass movements. Because the people united will never be defeated. 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 All power to the people, y'all. Thank you.
Hey, another big round of applause for Garrett. Keep it coming. Nice one. Let's go. So I'm just so happy all these organizations came out, right? Because right now we're talking about we need unity if we're going to really make any move over this year. Right now, just like Rachel said, there's a lot of people that are hurting. I know some people out here are also hurting with everything that's happening. We're like literally in a pandemic right now, and we're still not getting help. What else has to happen? What else? So I just want to say once again from the bottom of my heart, thank you to all the organizations that showed up today. Thank you to all of you who showed up today. I want to encourage you all to talk to one another after this. People have flyers. People want to have these conversations. We want to know what's happening. So I want to end this off with another last piece of art, because that's why we're here today, right? Yeah. And so we're doing it full circle. We learned that we're going to be here for so much more. much to so many of us, and that's why we're here today. And so I want to close this off with a poet, Elise, who's also a lifelong Roxbury resident. So Elise, you can come up. Oh, how y'all doing this evening? Peace and blessings, kings and queens, as I like to call every one of you all are kings and queens, so we need to acknowledge ourselves as that first and foremost. Just a little bit of history for myself, background. I was actually born right here in Warren Gardens, so I know all about this. My family bought a house, which is literally a mile up the street. I have lived here for my entire 30 years of life. I have experienced the death, the destruction, and now this, I don't know what this is that's actually coming now, but I know I want my babies to actually see the benefit of it. I know I don't want to be displaced because of gentrification. I don't want to reiterate anything else that anyone has come up here and said. And Phoenix, wherever she is, I want to shout her out because she got up here and shut shit down. Definitely she did. So, just a question before I start and read this poem. Does anybody know that Malcolm X's house is right down this exact street right here? So the state of Massachusetts, the city of Boston a few years ago, commissioned a project for them to go in and do some colonial research on the area, on the house, to find out if there was any historical significance from before the time frame in which Malcolm X lived there. The house has been in disarray since then. Complete disarray since then. There's all kinds of things in this community. There's all kinds of historical aspects to this community that are not designated, that we need to have designated. Roxbury is the first suburb in this entire country. Roxbury, the first suburb ever in the United States of America. There's so much history here. So just to start this poem, it's untitled. To realize that you have always been over-sexualized and under-prioritized can really make your mind go crazy. When the world only sees you good enough to make babies, but will kill them before they even let them live. Bodies of melanated complexion, considered adults when they're still kids, paving the streets to your success. Always living in high moments of stress. Can I live, like Jay-Z said? Or are you really better off with me just dead? Organs for sale. I've got organs. Why is it that you won't pour into the community? Show unity. Better yet, show the people the way. Or else they'll just stay. Because the grass is greener where you water it. But if the water from the faucet is toxic, we're Michigan, here we go again. So we can't sit around and act like you care, because we already know. We're give it up for Elise one more time. Again, thank y'all for coming out tonight. Before we head out, I just want to ask, I know y'all have heard about Black History Month, but how many of y'all have heard about Black August?
Yeah.
Who knows about Black August? Not many people probably. Black August is a month that, you know, it's to celebrate political prisoners, the people who have fought and struggled before us and who have been incarcerated for it. As Brother Cosby said earlier, there are so many people who are still in prison from the 60s and 70s struggle, doing time for fighting for justice. So I just wanted to plug these event series that we're having for Black August in honor of political prisoners, in honor of continuing the struggle for Black liberation. If you haven't gotten a flyer yet, come up here, or we could get you a flyer for sure. But we're going to be having a march in the name of free all political prisoners, because no one should be doing time behind bars, let alone people who have been struggling to fight for freedom, right? So again, thank y'all for coming out. We got to stay in the streets. And yeah, I hope y'all have a good night. across the city. And we've heard that time and time and time again, but we really need to internalize that. Because what does that mean then in action? That we have to all come together. We have to come together. So I want to bring up our final speaker, who is a Roxbury resident here, who's been, involved in the housing justice movement for years now as well. And is also a member of the PSL. So everyone, please give a big round of applause to Garrett.
All right, so what I want to speak on, and I think is really important for us to leave here with. Thank you, I appreciate that. For real. All right, so what I want to speak on, I think is really important for us to leave here with, is that every time we stand up in a righteous struggle, and this is a righteous struggle, we get told that we're being unrealistic, that we're too naive, that we just don't understand how things work, right? But the reason that we have so much outrage about what was done to this mural is because we understand exactly how things work. We know how black artists, black neighborhoods, black people get treated in this city, and we have every right to fight back. That's right. That's right. And what we've been hearing most recently about this specific project, this Cruz construction project, is that we should not be standing up for the Mandela mural and for our neighborhood and for our artists, because we should be happy about what's taking its place. Because they're saying we're going to have 55 units here on Clifford Street corner, and we're going to have 44 over there on Waverly, where the church is right now. And they're telling us that they're going to be mostly affordable. But what we know, right, all of us who live in the city, where a landlord will try to make you pay $1,500 to rent out a damn closet, is that we have to ask affordable for who? So I want to just read off this information from the most up-to-date article about this project that came out in March. They haven't been communicating with us much since, as we've seen. And it says, the proposed 4-story Haynes Arms building will include 55 affordable and workforce housing units, 3 studios, 11 one-bedrooms, 36 two-bedrooms, and 5 3-bedrooms. Nothing 4-bedroom or bigger, keep that in mind. And they also go on to say, which will be reserved for individuals and families earning between 0 and 120% of the area median income. So 0 and 120%. So to put that in a dollar amount, right, that means that if we're talking about a family of 3, for example, that would be affordable in the range of if you make between 0 and $130,000 per year. So if we're including people who make over 100 grand in our definition of affordable housing, then it's a useless term now. It doesn't mean anything. And then if we go back further, right, to 2015 when this project was first proposed, Cruz Construction, they put together a nice little PowerPoint, and they said that their target tenant for this development would have an income of $60,000, $57,000. So maybe we can assume around 20 to 25% is going to be for those people making $130,000, and then for the rest it'll be $60,000. But in that same year, 2015, if you look at the Boston City data, they tell us that the median household income in Roxbury was $25,000. So that's less than half of what this building is being built for. So are we supposed to be grateful for this high-end affordable housing? Are we supposed to be grateful for these studios and these 1- and 2-bedroom apartments when we know that our neighbors have kids, have big families to take care of? So who is this made for? Who is this made for? Right. And we know, as we've heard, that here in Massachusetts, homelessness is growing faster than in any other state in the country. We know that when this eviction moratorium ends, tens of thousands of families are going to be sent onto the streets. And this is the affordable housing that we get. You know, I think earlier Mike did a good job of laying out why Cruz Construction is not a friend of the people, but it's not just a problem with Cruz Construction. It's the whole damn system. And we go to these meetings and we demand real affordable housing, and they try to tell us, oh, it's not realistic. But it's not because of lack of resources, because just last month, this city has a $414 million police budget that's going to be used to occupy communities, sit in Dudley Station all night with the lights on, right? Going to be used to sweep up our families, sweep up our communities. Going to be used to push people off Nonia Cast and Mass Ave instead of just giving them housing. And by the way, Crews Construction, they built the Boston Police Headquarters on Tremont, so let's keep that in mind too.
To operate. Now, Los Angeles has the biggest helicopter force of any city in the country.
And they are mad. They are angry. So they rather spend all their money trying to arrest us and shut us down because we're speaking truth. We're speaking truth and they don't like that. All the shit that has been done in the dark is finally coming to light.
Thank you.
And we will not stop fighting until the system is shut down. And we will back up.
Do this shit in Beverly Hills, man, where it matters. I hear.
Actually, I was doing this in Beverly.
There's a lot of POC people that are here fucking traveling to work, man.
We're trying to raise awareness with the
I understand what you guys are doing, but I'm a brown ass dude that's about to lose my job because of this shit.
Let me try to get you through. We're doing this here in Silver Lake.
I appreciate what you guys are doing. It's just that there's a lot of people of color that are going to work or
I understand.
going to their families.
I know.
Man. This is fucked up.
I know.
I get it. Every once in a while I'll stop it, but not like this whole thing you guys are doing right now, man.
I was protesting in Beverly Hills last Thursday, actually. And a month ago, too, so.
Y'all got an easy solution. Just take it. Take it. Right there.
We shut shit down.
We shut shit down.
We shut shit down.
We shut shit down. We shut shit down. We shut shit down.
We shut shit down. The bus wants to get through.
Blocking the bus. We would have let the bus through if you were right here.
We fuck with the working class. I'm so sorry.
This is illegal. Y'all can't just block the street. Let us go by. I don't care what you do after that. But I'm in a hurry. I have somebody in the hospital. I have to go.
If you're in a hurry, you can back up and
No, because I'm going this way. Why should I get your? Why should I get your for you? You're going here illegally. No, I'm not doing that. Yeah, you are. You're blocking the fucking road. You got to go. No, I'm going this way. This is the way I'm going. I hope so. Oh my God. I'll let you.
What do we want? That's it. That's all we want. Justice. What do we want?
Justice!
And new policies. Then get out your car, park your car, and get out here. How bad do you want it though? Just a 30-year-old rushing through a protest is not bad. We need to have it. We need to have it. If you like to get off the phone, if she wanted all those things, she would stop calling and take people out of here to kill us. Huh? Right? I thought you wanted. I thought you needed us. Tell her to get off the phone. Exactly. Yeah, are you cool to just wait here when the bus is passing first? Buses, come through! Richie, move! Richie, move! Buses, get through! We fought with the working class! Our business, now with theirs! Thank you! Not you! Hurry up! Thank you! have justice yet, so no justice.
No peace.
If we don't have justice, what do we have? Shut it down. That's right.
Thank you.
No justice. No peace.
Police. No peace. Police. That's a little bit of hand sanitizer. Corona is here. Wear your masks. Wear your masks. Let them all through. Thank you. We got snacks. We got snacks, hand sanitizer, and water. Come join us. Snacks. You like snacks, don't you? I like snacks. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm very pleased today about you got good numbers relative to other times. I like your pendant, by the way.
Thank you.
Nice. I need this shirt.
Yeah, we need some printed buttons, honestly.
Go. That there's a Hollywood sign. Fuck the police! Fuck the police! Fuck the police! Justice! Justice! Now! Justice! Now! Shut it down!
We gave them a clear option. We didn't keep them there. We gave them a clear option. We have a structure-defined protest. They did not adhere to the structure-defined protest. Thus, we gave them an option, and they refused it. There was no petty shit. That was us standing our ground during the protest. No justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace! Police! No peace! Police! Fuck the police! Fuck the police! Damn fucking straight.
We're not treating black people like human beings. We mean that because they're not even treating mosquitoes like human beings. We mean that. Black lives
Matter! 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 Bus? Let the bus through. Make way for the big bus. Beep beep. I'm a big bus. Are you a big bus? Are you a big bus? If you're a big bus, you can come through too. We shut shit down! We shut shit down! Thank you. Beautiful Monday.
What's that?
Beautiful Monday.
But y'all do remember that we had our organizer AG around before, and she talked about something. She talked about the narrative around these protests. And now I do disagree with what we've said a little bit tonight about these being the peaceful protests, that we're the good protesters. We're not. And there's a reason why. we are not doing anything different than what many other protests around the country are doing. The difference is how the police are responding to us here. How many of you were in Tampa? How many of you were in Tampa when Governor Ron DeSantis called in the National Guard? Y'all remember what that was like? Were you being violent when they tear gassed you? Were you being violent when they shot rubber bullets at you?
I'll be damned.
No, we were not. We did not deserve it. I remember after being tear gassed for the first time, I was with a Jeep and we went down to the protest with March for Our Lives and the SDS. Teenagers. These were children leading this march. Black children. And we got to an intersection that was leading up to the interstate when we were greeted with a line of armed officers. And the people leading the march had everyone take a knee, moment of silence in front of these armed policemen and National Guardsmen. And when we stood up, everyone applauded because we made a statement, because we were peaceful. And within 5 minutes of that, they fired on us. That is what happened. You look at what's happening in Seattle, you look at what's happening in Chicago, you look at what's happening in Portland. You have the DHS showing up and picking people off the streets in unmarked vehicles. We don't know where they're going. Now is not the time to say that we are the good protesters, that we are being peaceful. Because even if someone was being violent, which they weren't, people are just responding to their circumstances, that violence was self-defense. The cops attacked first in every situation I have seen.
Yes.
Who lives matter?
Black Lives Matter.
I want to say, if y'all don't see me no more, just know I had to leave. I had to finish. I love y'all though. I'm gonna march it out a few more minutes. I said, who lives matter?
Black Lives Matter.
Let's do a countdown. Let's start this whole thing over. I'm gonna go to 10, and I'm gonna take it to 0, and we gonna make the loudest 10. We gonna get it out. We gonna clap our hands. We gonna rejoice for another success. Count with me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on.
The owner of these restaurants owns an ICE detention facility.
Swear to God, his name is Chuck Prather. Look him up.
He's a pedophile
He
that
owns
owns
an ICE detention center. Swear.
Which one?
Chuck Prather. Chuck Prather, the owner of these restaurants.
The owner is a pedophile.
Look it up on your phone right now.
We don't
Swear.
want no pedophiles.
Chuck Prather. Chuck Prather. P-R-A-T-H-E-R. Prather. Swear to you.
We don't want no pedophiles.
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 Not in our community.
Not in our community.
Get out of our community.
Get out of our community.
We don't want no pedophiles.
We don't want no pedophiles.
We don't want no pedophiles. Not in our community. Who lives matter?
Black Lives Matter.
Who lives matter?
Black Lives Matter.
Who lives matter.
Black lives matter.
All lives matter.
Black lives matter.
All lives matter.
Black lives matter.
No justice.
No peace.
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 We don't get no justice.
No peace.
We don't get no justice.
No peace.
We don't get no justice.
No peace.
Everybody slow down. All right, everybody slow down in the front. Slow down in the front. Some round of applause. Say peace. Check.
Take it to the streets to fund the police.
No justice, no peace.
Hey, take it to the streets to fund the police.
No justice, no peace.
Take it to the streets to fund the police.
No justice, no peace.
Take it to the streets to fund the police.
No justice, no peace.
Take it to the streets to fund the police.
No justice, no peace.
No sleep. Take it to the streets to fund the police.
No justice, no peace.
Take it to the streets to fund the police.
No justice, no peace.
No sleep. Take it to the streets to fund the police.
No justice, no sleep.
No sleep. Take it to the streets to fund the police.
No justice, no sleep.
Thank you all. I love you all. God bless you. Yeah, now we get a lot faster. The people united
Will never be divided.
The people
United will never be divided.
The people
United will never be divided.
The people
United will never be divided. We march every day at City Hall, 7 p.m. Will never be divided.
The people
United 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 will never be divided.
Hands up!
Don't shoot!
Hands up!
Don't shoot!
Hands up!
Don't shoot!
Hands up!
Don't shoot!
I said hands up!
Don't shoot!
Hands up!
Don't shoot!
Hands up!
Don't shoot!
Hands up!
Don't shoot!
I said hands up!
Don't shoot!
Hands up!
Don't shoot!
Hands up!
Don't shoot!
Hands up!
Don't shoot!
Hands up!
Monday.
Monday. Hold the police!
If you think that I go out into traffic like fucked up, no. No, I don't do drugs. Drugs are bad, bad, bad. Don't do drugs. In America, we have an opiate problem. Don't do opiates. I mean, what do you want, a PSA? Bad, bad. Things are bad. Black Lives Matter. You're right. Respect to John Lewis. Breaks my heart that he's gone. Thank you for bringing that up. And yes, my diet does consist of soy. Guess what? I'm one of those vegan liberals. I only eat plants. Vegan, and I'm trans. Can you believe it? And I'm protesting for Black Lives Matter. Wow. I'm like a cliche that they talk about on Fox News or something. How are you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good, doing okay.
Good.
I had to put on some color today,
Yeah.
so I don't look like an anarchist.
You look great.
Thank you. You too, you too.
Fuck the police! Fuck the police!
Fuck the police! Fuck the police!
We love you!
Your hair is beautiful too.
But I'm definitely gonna have to sleep right
Could technically sledgehammer him and then take his head off. Just some crazy shit.
I like your style.
Let's do
Your
it.
shit.
I got some at home.
But with a statue like this, I would think, to me, we should have Ali.
We should. Yeah.
And I think we could probably vote on that or get a petition and everybody sign it or something. Get out of the road. We're not trying to block you. Sorry. Thank you for the best.
Is that like a mist of like spit or? Oh, there, nice. Life is a right!
Driving is a privilege.
Life is a right!
Driving is a privilege.
Life is a right!
Life is a right. We are on the brink of a revolution, you guys. I don't know if you understand the system that you are living under right now.
That people, you know, they're like, start a petition. No, it's all right. I'll talk all night. There's bathrooms right here if you need to go. We got cooling. If you need to hydrate. Hold on, yeah, you can lead the march in a minute.
No, I'm not in bathroom.
All right, well, that's my cue.
Yes.
Come on. Well, the bathroom is open. I don't really got nothing to say. The bathroom is open if you want to go. I also don't know what a cooler at.
We're here discussing civil rights. We're here discussing good versus evil, right versus wrong. This isn't a political debate, so if right out of the gate you're mentioning your political candidate, you're not welcome. That's not what we're talking about. If you come in with some hatred or some bigotry or some bullshit on either side, you're not welcome here. We're here to have intellectual debate. We're here to have conversation. We're here to try to educate each other on the separate viewpoints of the movement. Even if you don't agree with the viewpoints of some of this movement, at least try to understand the idea behind it. You know, there's a lot of stuff protesters do down here that I don't agree with, but I can at least try to figure out, the logic behind it, why they would be upset, why they would feel that it was something acceptable. They have a dog because people own dogs, Anita. I don't know. Yeah, we've had dogs domesticated for about 600 years. People have dogs as pets. ICE!
Fuck 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 these governments! They're telling us fucking what not to do. We're tired! I'm tired! Fuck these cops! And fuck the police department and the sheriff department!
Did you see they got me?
Yeah.
Fuck us! And I can brutalize and kill young men! We don't It's our fucking street! We rush shit! Down! Rush shit! You know what shit down? Rush shit!
What? I would
We good?
Now what's really good?
We
You stay close. Oh, dude, I was trying to go out. Yeah, see here.
If there are any new people out here, please feel free to follow us on Instagram at sp.peaceprotest. Wait, no. sp.peace peace protest. I think. Yeah? Okay. And the Facebook, look up St. Peaceful Protest. It's an event page. Look that up first, right? And then you go to the organizer of the event, and that's our page that Mike can follow us up. Look at the slide.
Ready if you want to get I'm gonna go.
So again, this is the divine imagery right now. I wasn't aware of that, and this is like the small minuscule things that I'm trying to not put my shit about. Because y'all don't gotta like me. I didn't do anything to y'all. Y'all want to create something new, that's fine.
That's the same thing.
That's fine. I know. That's fine. But there's no communication. Where's the communication?
I don't even know what room Instagram.
Right.
I never
Okay. I'm just trying to get some understanding, right? Help educate me. Right? Whatever's going on. But this is conflict within this circle, and I may be wrong, but I just need to get a better understanding.
of the video of Mike Ramos' murder. Finally released the body cam footage today, but it did not tell him anything that we did not already know. That's what never came out, we would have still kept fighting.
This protest is against police brutality and is in favor of justice for Breonna Taylor. Yeah, a lot of people feel, well, Nessa, I don't know if you've been following Louisville. I feel like this is the second time that I've mentioned this to you. I don't know if you've been following Louisville, Kentucky much, but there hasn't been hardly any violence in Louisville, Kentucky. This isn't Portland, this isn't Seattle, it's not Minneapolis, it's not Atlanta. This is Louisville, Kentucky. It's a completely different city. So I mean, you can keep asking those questions, but it'll be that same answer. You clearly don't know where you're viewing right now. You don't know the history of the situation in the protests, and that's okay that you don't. But I do suggest that you go and you watch some more of my videos, or you look up some articles about what's going on in Louisville, because there really hasn't been any violence.
I don't know why he got problems. Come over here with
15 days since what exactly? This is not a bunch of people that don't have jobs. There's a lot of people that have jobs, actually, that go and protest after they get out of their jobs. I know it's difficult to believe. But yeah, a lot of people have to do stuff like that, you know, to make sure that they themselves and their children can live in safe environments. No, it's not a job fair. Most of the people here are employed. Like I just said, I don't understand why you would have to comment right after I explained it. It's commented again. That's interesting to me. It's almost like you're not listening.
Hands of a racist vigilante. If you're driving by and honking, we always appreciate the support. We appreciate the energy. It keeps us going, keeps the momentum going. We would also love it if you joined us in the streets, joined us in the protests. It's not too late to come out.
Racist cops have got to go. We don't need no video. Racist cops have got to go. We don't need no video. Racist cops have got to go. We don't need no video. Racist cops have got to go. Racist cops have got to go. Racist cops have got to go. Fight back. Fight back. Fight back. Fight back. Fight back. Fight back. Fight back.
People's justice! 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 People's justice!
The racist take debt!
People's justice!
What 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 the
People's justice! People's justice! People's justice! People's justice! People's justice!
Time again that we're the enemies. When are we gonna approach them and look at them in the same light? Ain't no more sitting down. Ain't no round table business. Ain't no round table business at all. at all. Fuck you.
Fuck the police.
Hey, we don't die, we multiply. We don't die, we multiply. We don't die!
We multiply!
We don't die!
We multiply.
We don't die!
Alright, y'all heard it. Sorry.
We don't die!
We multiply.
I said we don't die!
We multiply.
Oh yeah, we don't die!
We multiply.
I said we don't
Y'all heard it here.
I said we don't die! I said we don't die!
We don't die, we multiply. Folks are coming out to show support for Garrett Foster, whose life was taken this weekend by a vigilante who hated Garrett for being anti-racist. Garrett showed true solidarity, and to honor him, we too will show true solidarity and stay in these streets. And y'all heard the comrades speaking before. There's no more roundtables, no more diversity trainings.
You know what's fucked up? When old dude pulled the gun out a couple months ago and drove through the crowd, APD treated him the same way they treat the motherfucker that killed our dog. Let him go. He hopped out the vehicle, hands up, didn't get handcuffed at all, didn't get arrested. They had an interrogation moment with him and let him go. After he pointed a fully loaded pistol at us. I'm right here, looking down the barrel of his gun. They don't look up at APD behind the barricade, and they standing right there with their hands in his vest. I mean, he drove into the crowd. I mean, you guys are around him. Fucking drove into a crowd of people. Who's not gonna be mad about that shit? He drove into a crowd of people. Who the fuck ain't gonna be mad about that shit? He saw the video, the dash cam. He was at a red light. He didn't even stop. He knew what the fuck. He had a purpose. He had a mission. So all that shit is, oh, well, cars, you see what people are saying, all that bullshit. Vehicles are meant for the road. Yeah. But who has a fucking right of way? I don't care what's going on. You see people in the street. I don't care if you're in a vehicle. You don't drive into the vehicle. That's a red light. You stop at the red light. He was leading the fucking march. I was right there. We were moving. We weren't stopped nowhere. If his bitch ass would have waited 30 fucking seconds, we would have been out of his fuck ass way.
That's right. That's right.
So ain't no excuses.
That's right.
No excuses for that bullshit. He knew what he was doing. He had that bitch on his lap. I'm sure. He saw what's happening. I'm sure. He probably took with the fucking block and said, oh yeah, I'm gonna plot. I'm gonna catch these motherfuckers slipping. He was ready. He knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. But he think that I'm gonna watch some shit like that. I'm gonna see. You think we gonna see some shit like that and be fucking intimidated? He think I'm gonna be fucking fearful? Fuck that, bro. I don't fear that shit. I don't fear death, homie. We don't fear that shit. If I go out, I'm going out for a reason. I'm going out for a purpose. Stand for something or fall for nothing. Stand for something or fall for fucking nothing. My grandkids gonna have a fucking story to tell. When they going through the book and they talking about granddad, if they talking about pops, they know. In 2020, in a moment of civil unrest, people were angry, rightfully so. People were combating, people were fighting against the racist system, an oppressive system, the land of fucking hypocrisy. He was front line.
Every time.
He was front line. Oh, granddad right there. There's pictures right there. There's videos right there. Oh, there's auntie right there. Oh, there's grandma right there. There's mom right there. I feel good and I sleep good at night knowing I'm on this side of history.
That's right.
We on this side of history, y'all. We on this side of history. No matter what they throw at me, yeah, I might grieve in a moment. Yeah, I fucking said they took our dog. Right in fucking front of us. And then I'm pretty sure he didn't lose no fucking sleep. The same way these pigs took Mike. I'm pretty sure they didn't lose no fucking sleep. And if you weren't here yesterday, I spoke on the fact that somebody came up to me. That's right! Somebody came up to me minutes after I'm in the the street. Whenever I fight, I don't know what's up with me. I always shed tears. I'll be full-fledged mad at the motherfucker. I don't know why I'm crying, but it's just my emotions. I'm looking at him dying, bro. He's dying. His eyes, he's fucking fighting his fight, bro. Somebody walked up to me and said, Jay, you can't cry. You're a leader. We can't see you cry. You can't cry, bro. We're all watching you right now. I said, I ain't trying to hear that. At the end of the day, we're humans and we feel. We have emotions. Unlike these soulless bastards, I felt. We felt. We cried in the moment. We yelled at the moment. We were angry in the moment. We had emotions. We feel when shit like that happens. When humanity is stripped, they don't sleep. They don't feel nothing. We gonna get that going again. We front line.
Every time.
Every time. Front line win.
Every time.
When are we front line?
Every time.
Front line win.
Every time.
Every time.
Every time. Every time. Every time. Every time. Every time. Every time. Every time. Every time. Every time. Every time. Every time. Every time. Every time. Every time. Every time. Every time. Every time. Every time. Every time. Every time. Every time. Every time. Every time. Every time. Every time. Every time. Every time. Every time.
Interstate Highway 35.
I love her! Toma is absolutely right. We feel deeply out of love for the people. Of course, we are grief-stricken and angry about what happened to Garrett Foster. Well, we were in the throes of our grief and anger at the scene of the crime. Cops were shoving us. I felt like a fucking rock on us after he got put through an ambulance. Their fucking sadistic nature is unlimited. They do not feel for the people. They are taught to be anti-people. When you become a cop, you get us versus everyone mentality. So they despise us. But guess what? We hate them back. And we outnumber them. And we can out-organize them. And we have history on our side. I know that people are scared. I cannot act like the fact that this guy who murdered Garrett is walking free is not fucking terrifying to me. But we have each other. We can transform our fear. We can transform our sadness into anger and resilience. Because we're on the right side of history. No matter how we feel, whatever these emotions that might hold us back, emotions like fear, we can transform them into something good, into fuel for the objective truth that the masses make history. We are on the right side of history. And just because we suffer losses of amazing people along the way, that does not make it any less true. We are on the right side of history. We will make history alongside the masses all around the world, and we will win this fight. Join the fight for Black lives. We've got history on our side. Join the fight for Black lives. We've got history on our side. Join the fight for Black lives. We've got history on our side. Join the fight for Black lives. We've got history on our side. Join the fight for Black lives. We've got history on our side. Join the fight for Black lives. We've got history on our side.
That's all your horses.
I'm gonna bring out the fucking racist cavalry. Go on.
That's animal cruelty too.
What do racist pigs get?
People's justice!
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 Just like clockwork, every time, this is what they do. When it gets dark, that's when they step out outside. They're not willing to face the anger of the people when they don't have what they need to take us down. That's why they wait till it's nighttime, so that they can intimidate us, so that they can pull out all the stuff with the horse cops, the bike cops in order to surround us. But guess what? We can outmaneuver them. Just because, even if our numbers are not as big as they were yesterday or the day before, we can outmaneuver these cops. We do not have to hang out here and let ourselves be brutalized. We can outmaneuver these motherfuckers. We can outsmart them. We can be outmaneuvered. We don't have to put up with this shit. So speaking of which, we were thinking of going to visit Garrett's Vigil at his memorial site, if y'all are down, because guess what, we do not have to stay here all night. We can move around the city, make the cops drop a little harder, because that's what they deserve. We do not have to make it easy for them. We're not going to take them on a little cake. We're not going to give them what they want. We're going to outmaneuver them every step of the way.
It's our
I
street.
also want y'all to know too, if y'all didn't see the video, it's not just the fucking pigs that we working with. The person that killed Garrett, it's a culture. This is American culture. This is racist American culture we dealing with. We gotta be vigilant of any and everybody. We have to be mindful. We have to use wisdom. Somebody really drove their motorcycle through his vigil and broke a lot of his fucking candles.
Wow.
That was earlier today. To fuck his shit up.
I get triggered, but that shit triggered me. I was fucking pissed.
Fucking pissed, right?
Fuck that.
This is the heart of these people. The sick bastards.
Organize guard shifts for him. I will organize guard shifts 24 hours a day for his memorial.
We got a message from Garrett's sister. Sister Anna said, I have not been able to say it in person. His sister Anna said, I have not been able to say it in person. I can't handle all this right now. I appreciate everyone and how much they love my brother. You all witnessed how much love he had. Please don't let him die in vain. Keep his name out there. Make sure people know what really happened. He didn't deserve this. The least anyone can do is speak the truth, speak the truth and tear the side of the story no matter what. Keep telling the story until something is done about this. This cannot happen again. Garrett died doing what he loved. He died for the people he loved so much, and for that I'm thankful. I'm thankful that there is a small light shed on his death, because there is nothing short of tragic. And if you pray to God for our family, for Whitney, for my mom. If you are religious, hope for peace, because we are hurting. Thank you for everybody that donated. We raised over $108,000. And that's less than 24 hours. We had that, they posted it at 10 o'clock in the morning. We had it already at
I hope y'all could hear that message.
They are able to afford not just a funeral, but for counseling.
I just got a message from Garrett's sister. Again, Garrett's foster was murdered by a vigilante this past weekend. We just got the news that his memorial on 4th and Congress may have been destroyed by yet another vigilante. We're not going to let that happen. It's time to take the streets, people. Come join us. If you're not out here already, come and join us on I-35 and 7th Street. We're swinging a left on 7th Street.
We don't need no videos. Racist cops have got to go. We don't need no videos. Racist cops have got to go. We don't need no videos. Racist cops have got to go. We don't need no videos. Racist cops have got to go. We don't need no videos. Racist cops have got to go. We don't need no videos. Racist cops have got to go. We don't need no videos. Racist cops have got to go. We don't need no videos. Racist cops have got to go. We don't need no videos. Racist cops have got to go. We don't need no videos. Racist cops have got to go. We don't need no videos. Racist cops have got to go. We don't need no videos. Racist cops have got to go.
We're marching up 7th.
Racist cops have got to go.
We're taking our streets.
Racist cops have got to go.
It's Monday.
Racist cops have got to go.
And it's a beautiful day to take our streets. It's a beautiful day to fight for justice. Garrett Foster inspired us to keep fighting for people's justice, and that's what we're out here doing. If you're not here, come join us.
People's justice. People's justice. People's justice! What do racist pigs say? 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 People's justice!
Mike Ramos' brigade is out here. Seventh and Red River.
When he was on the steps. Now, my question to you is, the information that he had for us to learn, do you feel like that was something we already knew? Do you feel like that was information he could have just simply delivered with a phone call or not one of his videos?
Ooh, you talking. I like where you going with this right here. Now, I mean, like I said, I love how they came down here and did that thing. But let's be technical and let's be real though. And I'm not talking bad, I'm not speaking bad. But what got accomplished? Like, now I'm just being serious, like, cause look, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm an honest person, I'm a very outspoken person. And I'm not a hater. I support everyone. But what got accomplished? What happened? See, me, I like to see work. Hold on quick. I like to see work. I like to see the answers. I like to see something happening. They came down here. They came. And I'm not trying to sound sarcastic or nothing. They just came. He did a speech, and I love the speech. I love the guns. It looked good. You know what I'm saying? You know, they got the all black on militia. You know, they was suited up and booted up. Mm-hmm. But what got I don't know. Like, I'm not trying to sound sarcastic or nothing. What got accomplished? Like, what? He said, what he said was that the phone call came through. He said something that we didn't know. He said something that we didn't know about. Mm-hmm. That's what he said. He said, I got some information that y'all don't know about, and He said that something about the mayor said he gonna do this and he knew this or something he said. But hey, I like the exposure. I'm glad they came. You know, I'm with it. But I want to see some stuff get solved. We need things getting solved. We need it right now. You know what I'm saying? But I'm with it. I'm not, and I stand with anybody that stands against police brutality and injustice. But I want to see something happen.
That's another thing too. I got to ask you.
Right.
You know, yeah, that is one of the things he said. He spoke on a lot of the attention's been on Daniel Cameron, Attorney General Daniel Cameron, and as you've seen, we've gone out to his place, sat on his front lawn, and drove by his place, apparently his new place. But what he said up there, the attention needs to be mostly on Mayor Fisher because he did not deliver everything that Daniel Cameron needed in order to move forward properly with the case.
Right.
Looking into that more, Daniel Cameron apparently states that he did not give a timeline as it relates to the case on Breonna Taylor, despite the fact that Grandmaster Jay stood on those steps and said that he did. Do you think a lot of the marches and protests now will start leading back to Mayor Fisher's place again because of what Grandmaster Jay said on those steps? And how do you feel about the fact, despite the fact that Grandmaster Jay said that a 4-month timeline was said by Daniel Cameron, and Daniel Cameron said that he never gave a timeline, who do you feel is lying? And who do you feel is lying? What do you think about Mayor Fisher's inactivity, if you will, or lack thereof thoroughness toward giving Daniel Cameron enough information?
I feel like on that situation, I feel like that was a good question. I feel like it's both are they both playing games with each other? Are they both trying to put somebody up under the bus? Somebody putting each other under the bus? It's deeper than rap, y'all. It's just deep. Now with me and what's his name, Cameron, the Cameron guy?
Daniel Cameron, yeah.
Daniel Cameron, I think we need to keep applying pressure on him.
Yes.
I think that's the pressure right there.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And on both of them, Mayor Fisher, but really Cameron, because I feel like he's the one that's really knowing. Hold on real quick. Cause I feel like he's the one that really like, that knows. I think he knows more than what he wants to tell us.
Yes.
And I think, and Mayor Fisher, he knows, but I feel like with Mayor Fisher, he don't want to. I think he don't want to say something because he feel like that he gonna get something going. He don't want to mess up his ties with the police. Like he got some type of tie or some type of bond with the police that he don't want to come out and say it. Because every time he get on the thing and he preaches, when he talks, you can see it's like he's trying to hide something. He don't want to say everything. You know what I'm saying? But with the Cameron guy, it's more like he knows, but his attitude and his actions, it's like he don't care.
A lot of people have said that as well.
It's like Cameron don't care, but Mayor Fisher, you can tell it's eating him. It's eating him up. But he don't want to say something. He don't want to come out with the truth, because if he come out with the truth, it's gonna probably affect what he gets with the FBI, with the police, with the LMPD. And he don't want that. He don't want the problems. He don't want that. And so he's trying to hide it. He don't want to say it. When he talks, you see, he'll over talk, and he'll try to go up under the question like, so how you feel about the Breonna Taylor case? He'll be like, well, it's up in the higher plateaus. I really can't really woo. And he'll try to beat around the question because he knows if he say something or if he give out details, it'll ruin him. That's my opinion.
I appreciate it.
And I feel like that we got to keep going hard like we've been doing. See, when we first started the protest, you've been out here with us. We first started, where were we going at every day? We was going to Mayor Fisher's house every day. We was out there taking a stand because he knows what's going on, and they don't want to lose their jobs because they know that it's deep. This is deep, y'all, and I'm being serious. This is real deep, and he'll get exposed. He don't want to expose. He know he'll get exposed if he come out and give them answers. He'll get exposed. And the Cameron, I feel like with Cameron, he just armed. He just armed. He just armed. I feel like he got no type of sympathy or nothing. Like even he'll say like you're right. He talks even when I don't care about who's coming down here. They shouldn't be trespassing on my lawn when they locked up all the protesters. They shouldn't have been trespassing. That's what you get for trespassing. Like he don't care. Like he has no sympathy, and that's sad because what color is he? Is he a black? Ain't he a black male?
He is a black male.
And that goes to show you. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Watch this because I'm getting somewhere. You got, what's his name, Cameron?
Daniel.
A black male.
Yeah.
Mayor Fisher.
Yeah.
It's white.
Yeah.
When Mayor Fisher talks, you can see in his eyes that he's really like, you can tell really, he's really hurting. You know what I'm saying? But he knows if he said he gets exposed. But you look at when Cameron talks, it's just a bunch of And I don't whoop, like he don't care. He don't care. You know what I'm saying? So you can just tell like Mayor Fisher knows he's up under the bus. Mayor Fisher knows it's hot. He's sweating. You can tell he's sweating. He's real nervous because he know he done fucked up. Mayor Fisher, you done fucked up, man. You done fucked up.
I got one last question for you, C-Tez.
Yeah.
I asked earlier, what is this next 4 weeks going to look like leading up to, Grandmaster Jay's, I'm going to go ahead and say threat toward burning this mother effer down. What do you think is going to happen to the energy here at the circle with him saying those words to a lot of people he hasn't met, that he doesn't know who has been here since day 1, day 2, day 3, and that he doesn't know who he's talking to? What do you think is going to happen now? How do you think that affected people here at the square? The protesters who have been here each day. Someone coming from out of town into town telling them.
I might say some personal things.
And after that, I'll leave you alone so you can get back to your night. But
I heard what he said. He hollered that. What he say that we ain't put in enough work. We ain't been doing. Something he said that
we haven't done what it needs to be done in order to get those answers.
Number one, we've been down here every day. Number two, people got arrested. Some people have lost their relationships with their loved ones because they down here so much. I done seen that happen. People got hit with rubber bullets. It's people down here that putting their whole life on the line for the cause. People down here that's even lost their jobs because they down here more than their own workplace. And it's serious. Some people are like, why are y'all down there? You ain't working. It's bigger than that. And so for somebody to come down here and say that I feel like that I ain't putting in enough work, it goes back to what I say all the time. We fighting the cause against injustice and police brutality, but we still fighting the cause against each other. How could you come down here and say that I feel like y'all ain't putting enough work in when you don't even know the blood, sweat, and tears that I'm looking at one right here that been here every day. We putting in blood, sweat, and tears fighting this cause for Breonna Taylor, George Floyd, David McAtee, Mike Newby, Desmond Rudolph, Adrian Reynolds, Tyler Gerd, Sandra Bland, Trayvon Martin, all of these names, and you gonna come down here and say that I don't feel like y'all going hard enough. Like, come on, I love what you doing. I love that man. Like, I got the utmost respect for him, but when you say stuff like that, now you throwing shots at us. Like, you throwing shots at us. Don't throw shots at us. Be with us. Groom us. Okay, you feel like that we ain't doing hard enough for Breonna Taylor, then groom us. Come to her and nurse us. Give us some wisdom. Polish us up then. The NFAC, polish us then. See, if you see a young man out there, you feel like that young man ain't doing right, you don't bash that young man. You get over and you groom him and you polish him and you show him and you work with him and you give him that same work ethics you got. You don't come down there and be like, hey, young man, you a stupid little young guy. You don't know what you're doing. You just a stupid guy. You ain't working hard enough. I feel like you just a piece of shit. No, you go over and you be like, hey, young man, let me show you the wisdom. Let me give you some encouragement. Let me give you some wisdom. Let me polish you up. Hey, you know what? Dr. March, hold on, hey, hold on, hey. Let me polish you up. Let me give you this wisdom. You know what I'm saying? That's what you do. You know what I'm saying?
the police! Convict the police!
You know what, forget the numbers. But let's just say it costs well over $1.5 million to make that trip. I don't know. But, you know, each and every person may have been responsible for their own travel, of course. But getting to the point, someone funded that trip. Someone had to fund that trip. You know, there's a phrase that goes around that says, follow the money. Mm-hmm. And something I've definitely been digging into with budgets and whatnot. But I guess getting to the point also, Daniel Cameron felt comfortable enough to relay certain information to Grandmaster Jay to deliver to us.
Oh.
And, you know, others also felt comfortable to relay information to Grandmaster Jay to deliver to us. If you notice, also, LMPD stood there on Fifth Street, you know, watching Grandmaster Jay say the phrase, in 4 weeks, we're going to burn this mother effer down.
Right.
And they didn't flinch. And then when NFAC moved out, LMPD came in, stood across Jefferson. Thought is that if Daniel Cameron and others felt comfortable relaying information to Grandmaster Jay, perhaps he also is someone who needs to be transparent with us about what he's doing, digging into this investigation, in lieu of just coming down here in Louisville telling us on a microphone. If he really is for the people, how did he get that information from Cameron? What is it that he knows now that we need to know? And what is he doing leading up to these 4 weeks as well to get this information and truth? It isn't just us who needs to get the truth out. If he's able to get information from Cameron and others, what is he doing leading throughout these 4 weeks?
Good question.
He's a human being. He's not God. And he's getting information. So he needs to be helping throughout this process so we can stop the burning of a downtown city and city altogether.
Right.
I appreciate you, C-Tears. I just wanted to finish with that last statement.
Ooh. Powerful. And I appreciate you having me on there.
Definitely.
And hey, y'all, if you stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. Everybody done entitled to their own opinion. So I always remember. And on top of that, too, I'm going to say this, too. United we stand, divided we fall. Come to 6th and Jefferson, y'all. Take a stand with us.
There it is.
Love y'all.
Love you, my brother. Love you, too, sir. Yeah, it's just something that bears wondering.
If you're nearby, come out to 4th and Congress as we pay respects to our comrade, Garrett Foster. If you didn't hear earlier, Garrett Foster was murdered this weekend by a vigilante who couldn't stand to see a comrade in solidarity with Black lives. So we're here in unity in remembrance of Garrett Foster. If you can come out now. Again, we're on 4th and Congress.
Feeling good. Feeling good. Feeling good. Feeling good.
When I say feeling good, y'all say feeling great. Feeling good.
Feeling great.
Feeling good.
Feeling great.
Feeling good.
Feeling great.
Feeling
great.
Feeling good.
Feeling great.
Feeling good.
Feeling great.
Yay! Teamwork. I appreciate it. That was just outcast. I was just saying that had nothing to do with Black Lives Matter.
Don't arrest me.
Arrest the police.
I said, don't arrest me.
Arrest the police.
And don't arrest me.
Arrest the police.
I said, don't arrest me.
Arrest the police.
Arrest the police.
Arrest the police.
Convict the police.
Convict the police.
Indict the police.
Indict the police.
Defund the police.
Defund the police.
We gotta take it to the streets to fund the police.
No justice, no peace.
We gotta take it to the streets to fund the police.
No justice, no peace.
Take it to
the streets to find the police.
No justice, no peace.
We gotta take it to the streets to find the police.
No justice, no peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
We don't want no respect.
Police.
We don't need no respect.
Police.
We don't want no respect.
Police.
We don't need no respect.
Police.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
And when do we want it?
Now.
I said, what do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
And when do we want it?
Now.
If we don't get it,
Shut it down.
if we don't get it,
Shut it down.
if we don't get it,
Shut it down.
until we get it,
Shut it down.
if we don't 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 get it,
Shut it down.
I said if we don't get it,
Shut it down.
I said if we don't get it,
Shut it down.
I said if we don't get it,
Shut it down.
we gotta
Yeah, to the left, to the left.
Shut it down.
shut it down,
Shut it down.
shut it down,
Shut it down.
shut it down,
Shut it down.
if we don't get it,
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 Shut it down.
united we stand,
Divided we fall.
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 we gotta change them laws,
Change them laws.
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 justice for us,
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 Change them laws.
change them laws,
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 Change them laws.
Black lives matter,
Black lives matter.
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 all lives can matter until
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 Black lives matter.
it's the miracle
No peace. No peace. No peace. No peace. Police. 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 Police.
I understand what you're going through. She's like,
all right. Hey, babe. She said, all right. Oh, they know what's up.
And there's no...
Are they ready? Are they ready for change? Are they ready? Are they ready? Are they ready?
So what the fuck's he doing?
Here, y'all.
What my people say. We ready. We ready. We ready. We ready. We've been fighting too long. We ready. What we ready for? For change. Come on, come on. We ready. We ready. Wake up, wake up. We ready. What we ready for? For change. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Shut it down. Shut it down.
Shut it down. Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Shut it down. Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Shut it down. Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Hey, shut it down. Hey, shut it down. What do we want? Justice. We want it now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? We want it now. If we don't get it, shut it down. We don't get it. Hey, shut it down. Shout out to the men over there, y'all doing it. Thank y'all so much. Shut it down. If we don't get it. Hey, hey, hey. Shut it down. hey, 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 shut it down. Justice. Now. Justice. Now.
Thanks, Ronnie.
Shut it down. Shut it down. Hey, hey, shut it down. 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 Black lives matter. Oh, Black lives matter. Oh, Black lives matter. Oh, Black lives matter. Justice. Now. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now.
Shut it down.
Shut it down. Yo. Hey, hey, hey. Shut it down. We go. Hey, hey, hey. Shut it down. We don't get it. Shut it down. We don't get it. Shut it down. Make some
Hey, we love you too.
Hey, yo, I love you. Hey, yo, we love you too. Hey, yo, I love you. Hey, yo, we love you too. Hey, yo, I love you. Hey, yo, we love you too. Jesus loves you. Hey, Jesus loves you. Hey, yo, we love you too. Hey, Jesus loves you. Hey, yo, we love you too. Hey, Jesus loves you. Hey, yo, we love you too. Make some noise, y'all. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. If we don't go, shut it down. If we don't go, shut it down. 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 You won't get no. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. What do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. I said, what do we want? Justice. When do we want it? Now. If we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down. We don't get it. Shut it down. And if we don't get it, shut it down. If we don't get it, shut it down. Make some Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. What do we want?
Shut it down.
Shut it down. 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 Shut it down. Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. There's a whole lot of cars behind us. Probably like 30 cars behind us or more. Police. Police. Definitely appreciate it.
Police. 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 Justice. Now. Justice. Now. Shut it down. Shut it down. Hey, 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 hey. Shut it down. Hey, 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 hey. Shut it down. Hey, hey, shut it down. Shut it down. Make some Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people, cause the power of the people don't stop. I can't breathe, can you breathe? I can't breathe. Okay. I can't breathe, can you breathe? I can't breathe. I can't breathe, can you breathe? I can't breathe. A little louder now. I can't breathe, can you breathe? I can't breathe. One more time now. I can't breathe, can you breathe? I can't breathe. Hey, I said I can't breathe, can you breathe? I can't breathe. Hey, I said don't arrest me. Arrest the police. 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 Convict the police. Convict the police. Indict the police. Indict the police. In charge the police. In charge the police. Police the police. Police the police. Defund the police. Defund the police. Defund the police. Defund the police. Police the police. Police the police. Police the police. Police the police. Indict the police. Indict the police. But don't arrest me. Arrest the police. And don't arrest him. Arrest the police. And don't arrest her. Arrest the police. 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 If we don't get it,
shut it down.
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 We gon' shut it down.
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 Shut it down.
Make some noise, y'all. Gotta have a couple of
We gotta take it to the streets to find the police.
No justice, no peace. Let's go.
We gotta take it to the streets to find the police.
No justice, no peace.
Take it to the streets to find the police.
No justice, no peace.
We gotta take it to the streets to find the police.
No justice, no peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
We don't want no respect.
Police.
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 Fire Joseph Mensa.
Fire Joseph Mensa.
Fire Joseph Mensa.
Fire Joseph Mensa.
Joseph Mensa.
Joseph Mensa.
Big Joseph Mensa.
Black
Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Brown Lives Matter.
Brown Lives Matter.
Brown Lives Matter.
Brown Lives Matter.
All lives can't matter until.
Black Lives Matter.
All lives can't matter until.
Black Lives Matter.
All lives don't matter until.
Black Lives Matter.
All lives don't matter until.
Black Lives Matter.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
We don't need no respect.
Police.
We don't need no respect.
Police.
We don't need no respect.
Police.
No respect. I can't breathe. Can't breathe.
I can't breathe.
I can't breathe. Can't breathe.
I can't breathe.
I said I can't breathe. Can't breathe.
I can't breathe.
I said that I can't breathe.
Can you breathe?
I can't breathe.
So what do we want?
Justice.
And when do we want it?
Now.
I said, what do we want?
Justice.
And when do we want it?
Now.
What do we want?
Justice.
And when do we want it?
Now.
I said, what do we want?
Justice.
And when do we want it?
Now.
I said, when do we want it?
Now.
And when do we want it?
Now.
Well, when do we want it?
Now.
And when do we want it?
Now.
And if we don't get it,
Shut it down.
if we don't get it,
Shut it down.
until we get it,
Shut it down.
until we get it,
Shut it down.
if we don't 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 get it,
Shut it down.
shut it down,
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 Shut it down.
if we don't get it, hey,
Shut it down.
if we
Don't get it.
Shut it down.
Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down.
Shut it down.
Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. No peace. No peace. No peace. No peace. Police. 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 Police.
Take it to the streets before the police.
No justice, no peace.
Take it to the streets before the police.
No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace.
All right, y'all, make some noise. Let's do it, y'all. We ready. Come on, come on. We ready. Let me hear you sing it. We ready. I need to hear the whole circle.
We ready.
Over here.
We ready.
Over here.
We ready.
I won't really come up here much during the regular work week just because, come on now, that's a lot of traveling and there's still a lot of rush hour going through downtown.
Nice. I started this maybe half an hour ago. I'm doing pretty well. It's hard to breathe a little bit with all this. You can tell they used some tear gas earlier, but they were doing some flashbangs earlier, and oh my gosh, it was rough, man. It was rough.
Fear not. Do I turn away my camera from protest, violence, and crime? No. I mean, if there's violence, there's violence. You see it on the camera. I can't stop it. You know, I don't care. Remember, if you guys are new to the stream, please understand what I'm trying to do here. We're looking at videos, of protests from around the country. Comment as much as you like. But basically, what we're here to do, we're here to talk about what's going wrong in the country, what's going right in the country. Do you support the protest? Why? Do you not support the protest? Why not? Why or why not? I'm not here to tell you guys what to say or how to think. I believe you guys are smart enough to make that choice for your own. And that's just the way I believe. So watch these videos, listen to what I'm saying, listen to who I'm talking to, and just get a feel for what's going on and make your judgments based off of that.
But I don't want to be dealing with all this crazy stuff once it gets started.
With the harmony. Day 60 in the book. We ready for change. Hey, we ready. Hey, we ready for change. Hey, we ready. Hey, we ready. Hey, for change. We ready. We ready. We ready for change. Hey, Millie rocking over there. I see. Come on, y'all. We ready. We ready. Put your second from my girl. Make some noise. Keep it going, DB. Keep it going. We ready. We ready. For change. People on this quiet. I feel
for change. We ready.
Everybody who want to outside in the circle over there, we need y'all to come over here, please. Everybody who want to outside in the circle, come on in. The greatest part of the protest is when you learn something out. It's more than just running your mouth and walking your feet. It's about educating yourself for the next battle. So everybody over there, whoever they sidebar conversation, please come this way. And I hate to see them. And you know what we do is by taking out the enemies of the people. We don't make deals anymore with the enemies of the people. We fight them. We fight them until they're crushed and until we can breathe free. Margaret, more! Enemy of the people! 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 Every one of these fucking officers that's supposed to be around this city, we know for a fact the workers built this shit, that the workers run this shit. And that's right! We're gonna take this shit back. It's not okay to sit on a man's murder by the police for 15 months. It's not okay to not arrest the murderers of our people. It's not okay to not punish these fucking group of people. What is this shit for? What is this shit even for? It's not for us. It's not for us. It's to control us. It's to continue putting us down until we realize that we need to put all these radicals down, that we need to tear this shit completely apart. Because they're not going to do anything until we do that. And even when we do that, we still got to put them on a leash. We're going to put all these radicals on a leash, and if they don't behave, we're going to put them down. That's the course of history. People make revolution. They destroy the enemies of the people. The people breathe free. We need to be able to protect each other. This is going to be a long road, but we have to do this. We have to fight for revolution. Imperialism is crumbling. It's dragging us down with it. If we don't fight, we have to fight these pigs. We have to fight these politicians. We have to fight for our neighborhoods. We need to fight. We need to gain territory. We need to hold people's war in order to have people's peace. What's the United States of America? Once you look at that body cam footage, probably 3 or 4 months ago, I saw Chris Woodward fucking twitching his arms, getting ready to take down one of our people. He was so prepared to do it. Given every order that could set that shit up, when he did it, he was leading all the way. He was so fucking calculated, fucking cold-blooded murder. If you look at that shit and say, nah.
I know somebody who might because she put the
gonna stay up? Fuck that shit. What does Margaret Moore get? 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 What does Margaret Moore get?
People's justice!
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 For this very building, the pace of APD, pepper spray peaceful protesters. I don't think we don't give a shit about whether protesters are peaceful or not. The pigs are always the primary enemy. They're always a front for violence. But when we came here to pay GA Margaret Moore a visit, we visited an empty building with no one in it. No one was doing shit to the building. We were there for like 10 minutes or so before the cops pulled up in front of the building with their stupid fucking bikes, and then they pepper sprayed protesters and tried to peddle us. If that does not symbolize the role that police serve, I don't know what does. They literally came to protect the private property of the state. They violated protesters to protect an empty building. And now, G.A. Margaret Moore is continuing to protect the ruling class's property by pressing felony charges against protesters who are fighting for Black lives. That is what these pigs and politicians exist to do. They exist to protect a system that prioritizes private property of the rich and profit over our lives, over our dignity, over our well-being. Well, fuck that. I don't care if G.A. Margaret Moore is going to leave office. She is going to continue to feel our wrath. We are not going to forget what she's done. We are not going to forgive either. She is going to continue to have this follow her for the rest of her fucking life. So fuck her and fuck every single politician. That's why we say we don't vote. You know, we work with people who do voting, and it's not like that's a deal breaker, but we're not going to fucking vote because these politicians have never served us. This system is rotten. It cannot be fixed from the inside. As we said, it has to be destroyed. That does not mean playing by the rules of the ruling class. They're the fucking reason why in Minneapolis they have the most progressive response to the self-control of our lives. And you know what we do?
Say his name! Jay Anderson!
Thank you, Drew. We love you and we appreciate you. Thank you, brother.
Hi, my name's Sada. So there's been a lot of talk about a women's alliance starting, which is necessary in our group, in our world. There are a lot of single mothers that run shit here.
Amen,
and we
baby,
do.
amen.
Who's a parent of a single mother here?
Right here, girl.
Who's a child? Who grew up as a single, or who's a product of a single parent?
Right here.
Of a different type of family.
Right here, mama.
So, there is something that a lot has been going on, but if there could be a civil rights that have happened. Rosa Parks was the fucking mother. The mother of boycotts. Right now what is happening in Milwaukee, we are the most segregated city. That is true. That is very evident in our restaurant group, in what drives money in the largest district. There's the mayor, that's the dad. I heard from everyone, that's the best way to describe it. The parent is the mayor. There are aldermen that are the small mayors of everything. They are some of the people that have voted or have not said anything about Morales. So we need to, those districts are some of the biggest money-driving businesses, or money-driving districts. So supporting Black and person of color-owned businesses is very important, as well as continuing to assist our single moms and mothers and women, period. We've had a lot of women having issues. We can work towards something to work together. I would very much like something to call La Rosa for Rosa Parks and for women, and it'll just be possibly maybe an easier way to talk to or feel comfortable to communicate to other moms, because we do go through a lot of stuff. We're
Madison Park.
In the back of our cars, we're making bottles. I'm helping my girl with her kids. Luckily, my mom helps me with my kids. So we can do all that, and it doesn't have to come off not in the nicest way, but we can do it. And I do it, and also this is also going to be a movement to support our businesses, Black-owned businesses, people of color-owned businesses, also making more awareness to not spend for-profit business. More accessible for everyone to know what products not to buy. Because women are the biggest consumers. Who turns the neck? Who works stuff? Women. We are the biggest consumers. We are the #1 consumers for households. We are. So we can do that. We are going to make it more aware what it is that we can support, because there's a lot of stuff passive that we can help with. So that's what we're trying to work for. I will communicate to the right people in the revolution to do it, because there's a lot we can do. Sometimes we feel not empowered, but there's a lot we can do even if we're not on the front line, if we're not incredibly, up there. So we have the support, and we can do it in a respectful, meaningful, good way. All power to the people.
All power to the people.
Cause the power of the people don't stop. Ain't no power like the power of the people. Cause the power of the people don't stop. The power of the people. Cause the power of the people don't stop.
So tomorrow, I want to shoot a video. Thank y'all. I was asked to do a song, to feature on the song with Curtis Blow. Thank you again. Shout out to
third. What the fuck?
He liked it so much that he wanted to add some other artists from Atlanta, but he wanted me to do a video, and I'm like, I can't do a video without y'all. It's a tribute to the late John Lewis. I'm not sure if you know who John Lewis is.
Educator.
I know who John Lewis is. But he was a major component to the civil rights movement. And he just passed away recently. So we'll be doing a tribute to him. I would ask if you can. I know it's like last minute, but they just asked me today, y'all. So if you can wear all black, that would be good. If you got a shirt like, come here, baby. Miss Bailey. If you have a black shirt and it has white writing on it, that's cool. If you have Seville shirt, if you have a Seville change for Seville shirt, please wear the change for Seville shirt. If you have a black and red one, preferably. Otherwise, if you would just wear all black, that would be great. I want the world to see how we protest, so if you have a car to protest, maybe you want to watch your car. You don't know where it's going to be playing, but I don't want you to feel played on tomorrow. That can walk if possible. That'd be great tomorrow. I just want everybody to be involved. And I want
We love you, Becca.
I love y'all.
We love you too.
And let's try to be on time tomorrow whenever Drew posts, when he posts, please.
We got that bright ass light.
Okay. You talking to me right now?
That's
You talking to me too? Because kind of when I wake up in the morning, I'm too late. Not feeling it. My bullet be having different plans.
So Seville has a black shirt with red writing. If you have that shirt, please wear that shirt. If you don't, I got it. If you got that shirt, you probably gonna be in the front. I'm just gonna tell them keep it real. But if you have a black shirt with white writing, even what you have on. Yeah,
straight out the mill. Straight out the mill.
Wear that shirt. If you have a black mask, that'd be great too. We just want to come.
Damn, Camila, where you at?
Because I'm coming with the black shirt.
I'm going to let you wear the Black Lives Matter shirt. I would prefer you not wear the Black Lives Matter shirt. Because I don't want to represent us as the Black Lives Matter group. Right. Okay, I love y'all.
I love you too, Becca.
Yeah, it's gonna be hot tomorrow.
It ain't tomorrow.
Not wear the Black Lives Matter shirt. Want to make sure that our brand is not
It's gonna be hot soon.
But if that's all you have, go ahead and wear the Black Lives Matter shirt because Sean and Justin Cole, they know how to crop y'all in there and take that out there.
Because you know that's the new wardrobe drip.
It's not tomorrow,
That's what you got. That's what you got.
That's the new drip.
You need some help. Holla at somebody.
Ain't it tomorrow? That's it. And it's alright, since those people do
on 76 at Joanne Patrick's black t-shirt.
Bro, he heard me, bro.
Thank you. An announcement? 3 for 50.
Hey, you know we don't remember addresses. You gotta write it down.
Thank you, Becca. We appreciate you, Becca.
Thank you, Becca.
Can you do a verse real quick?
Yeah, because you made me cry on the phone and I ain't like that.
Okay. Hold on a second, person. Maybe you want Becca to do a verse. A verse.
Que sera, sera.
Go hard.
Go hard.
Que sera, sera.
Make Ross cry again.
Play on McDonald's. Hell yeah.
Had a fun.
Que sera, sera.
Quick announcement, y'all. I got the shirts. They'll be here Wednesday, but for those who don't have the shirts, I have certain sizes. Just check in with me after the song. All right, y'all. Thank you.
Okay, you're right, Khalil. Khalil said sing something from the song. That's why you my student. And it's quick. John Lewis, he was a king of humanity.
Yeah.
A lover of community. He fought his way to destiny.
That's me.
Always making good trouble. That's it.
Get it.
Considerado una reunión ilegal bajo la ley 132902. Esta es su orden oficial para alejarse. Por favor de alejar esta área o puede ser arrestado. This is the Tempe Police Department. This has been deemed an unlawful gathering under ARS 13-2902. This is your official order to disperse. Please leave the area or you will be subject to arrest. Este es el Departamento de Policía de Tempe. Esto es considerado una reunión ilegal bajo la ley 132902. Esta es su orden oficial para alejarse. Por favor de alejar esta área o puede ser arrestado. This is the Tempe Police Department. This has been deemed an unlawful gathering under ARS 13-2902. This is your official order to disperse. Please leave the area or you will be subject to arrest. Este es el Departamento de Policía de Tempe. Esto es considerado una reunión ilegal bajo la ley 132902. Esta es su orden oficial para alejarse. Por favor de alejar esta área o puede ser arrestado. This is the Tempe Police Department. This has been deemed an unlawful gathering under ARS 13-2902. This is your official order to disperse. Please leave the area or
will be subject to arrest. Este es el Departamento de Policía de Tempe. Esto es considerado una reunión ilegal bajo la Ley 132902. Esta es su orden oficial para alejarse. Por favor de alejar esta área o puede ser arrestado. This is the Tempe Police Department. This has been deemed an unlawful gathering under ARS 13-2902. This is your official order to disperse. Please leave the area or you will be subject to arrest. Este es el Departamento de Policía de Tempe. Esto es considerado una reunión ilegal bajo la Ley 132902. Esta es su orden oficial para alejarse. Por favor de alejar esta área o puede ser arrestado. This is the Tempe Police Department. This has been deemed an unlawful gathering under ARS 13-2902. This is your official order to disperse. Please leave the area or you will be subject to arrest. Este es el Departamento de Policía de Tempe. Esto es considerado una reunión ilegal bajo la Ley 132902. Esta es su orden oficial para alejarse. Por favor de alejar esta área o puede ser arrestado. This is the Tempe Police Department. This has been...
I love that. I need one. Thank you. Me? Little me? I just got these last night. They're so cool. I like yours too, buddy.
It's okay. Please let me know. This is where the fuck we guys got a kickball your asses. Because guys, look at how many police are out here.
Well, I certainly wasn't expecting that, to have people tackled at night feet and being tear gassed.
Yeah, my eyes are fucking with me right now.
Right? Yeah,